Again, welcome to Grade 8 Bread and Pastry Production Week 2, Day 6. Our learning competency is to apply basic mathematical operations in calculating temperatures in baking. Today, our lesson is all about conversion of temperatures. Our learning objectives. At the end of the learning period, the student should be able to first explain the temperature conversion table, second, convert temperatures using simplified formula, and third, relate temperature to own life experiences. Let's test your prior knowledge for today's lesson. Again, you can get your notebook if you want to answer. Feel free to stop or pause the video to get time to think. But don't forget to play it again if you are done so that you can check your answer. Which of the following is the equivalent of 80 degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit? A. 174 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 175 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 176 degrees Fahrenheit. And D. 177 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 176 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 2. What is the equivalent of 260 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius? A. 125.66 degrees Celsius. B. 126.66 degrees Celsius. C. 127.66 degrees Celsius. And D. 128.66 degrees Celsius. B. 126.66 degrees Celsius. Number 3. Which of the following is the equivalent of 150 degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit? A. 300 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 301 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 302 degrees Fahrenheit. And D. 303 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 302 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 4. Which of the following is the equivalent of 520 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius? A. 217.11 degrees Celsius. B. 218.11 degrees Celsius. C. 219.11 degrees Celsius. And D. 220.11 degrees Celsius. A. 217.11 degrees Celsius. Number 5. What is the equivalent of 248 degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit? A. 475.4 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 476.4 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 477.4 degrees Fahrenheit. And D. 478.4 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 478.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's proceed to recap. Fill in the blanks. Give the substitute equivalent of the following ingredients. Number 1, 5 ounces of chocolate is equals to blank tablespoon of cocoa plus blank tablespoon of fats. 15 tablespoons of cocoa plus 5 tablespoons of fats. Number 2, 10 cups of butter is equals to blank cups of margarine. 10 cups of margarine. Number 3, 6 cups of honey is equal to blank cups of sugar plus blank cups of liquid. 7 1/4 cups of sugar plus 3 cups of liquid. Number 4, 12 tablespoons of all-purpose flour is equals to blank tablespoon of cornstarch. 6 tablespoons of cornstarch. And number 5, 8 whole eggs is equals to blank egg yolks. 16 egg yolks. We are about to discuss performing mensuration and calculation conversion of temperatures. Temperature conversion table. Degrees centigrade to degrees Fahrenheit oven temperatures. These are the examples. We have 50 degrees centigrade equals to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. 60 degrees centigrade is equals to degrees Fahrenheit. 70 degrees centigrade is equals to 158 degrees Fahrenheit. 80 degrees centigrade is equals to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. 90 degrees centigrade is equals to 194 degrees Fahrenheit. And 100 degrees centigrade is equals to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, and so on. The formulas for conversion of temperatures are Fahrenheit to Celsius. Degrees Celsius is equals to degrees Fahrenheit, subtract to 32, multiply to 5, divide to 9. Celsius to Fahrenheit, degrees Fahrenheit is equals to degrees Celsius, multiply to 9, divide to 5, add 32. For converting temperature, we will simplify first the formula. The formula for Celsius is degrees Celsius is equals to degrees Fahrenheit, subtract to 32, multiply to 5, divide 9. To simplify, multiply 9 to degrees Celsius and 32. Then transfer 5 beside degrees Fahrenheit. The new formula will be 9C is equals to 5F subtract to 160. The formula for Fahrenheit is degrees Fahrenheit is equals to degrees Celsius multiply to 9 divide 5 plus 32. To simplify, multiply 5 to degrees Fahrenheit and 32. Then transfer 9 beside degrees Celsius. The new formula will be 5F is equals to 9C plus 160. Now that we have simplified the formula, let's try using it from converting temperature. Check the step-by-step process below. Given 302 degrees Fahrenheit is equals to blank degrees Celsius. The formula will be 9C is equals to 5F minus 160. Step 1. Substitute given to the formula. So 9C is equals to 5 multiply to 302 subtract to 160. Step 2. Start with multiplication. 9C is equals to 5 multiply to 302 subtract to 160. 9C is equals to 1510 subtract to 160. Step 3. Then subtraction. So 9C is equals to 5 multiply 302 subtract to 160 is equals to 1510 minus 160. So 9C is equals to 1350. Step 4, then divide. So 9C is equals to 5 multiply 302 subtract to 160 is equals to 1510 subtract to 160. 9C is equals to 350 divide to 9. So degrees Celsius is equals to 150. Another example, 170 degrees Celsius is equals to blank degrees Fahrenheit. The formula will be used is 5F is equals to 9C plus 160. Step 1, substitute given to the formula. So 5F is equals to 9 multiply to 170 plus 160. Step 2, start with multiplication. So 5F equals 9 multiply to 170 plus 160 is equals to 1530 plus 160. Step 3, then addition. So 5F is equals to 1530 plus 160 is equals to 1690. Step 4, then divide. 1690 divide to 5 is equals to degrees Fahrenheit 338. For your activity number 6, convert the following temperatures. Use a simplified formula in converting temperature. You can show your solution on a piece of paper. Number 1, 100 degrees Celsius is equals to blank degrees Fahrenheit. 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 2, 420 degrees Fahrenheit is equals to blank degrees Celsius. 215.55 degrees Celsius. Number 3, 374 degrees Celsius is equals to blank degrees Fahrenheit. 705.32 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 4, 565 degrees Fahrenheit is equals to blank degrees Celsius, 296 degrees Celsius, and 180 degrees Celsius is equals to blank degrees Fahrenheit, 356 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's summarize the lesson. In conversion of temperatures, we can use a simplified formula. Write the simplified formula beside the thermometer below. Celsius to Fahrenheit to the right, and Fahrenheit to Celsius to the left. Then complete the following sentences. I therefore conclude that analyze this principle. The right baking temperature determines the quality of baked products. The question is, how can you relate this principle in your life experiences? For your post test, convert the following temperatures. Circle the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. Which of the following is the equivalent of 150 degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit? A. 300 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 301 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 302 degrees Fahrenheit. And D. 303 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 302 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 2. What is the equivalent of 248 degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit? A. 475.4 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 476.4 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 477.4 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 478.4 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 478.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 3. Which of the following is the equivalent of 80 degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit? A. 174 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 175 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 176 degrees Fahrenheit. And D. 177 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 176 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 4. Which of the following is the equivalent of 520 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius? A. 217.11 degrees Celsius. B. 218.11 degrees Celsius. C. 219.11 degrees Celsius. And D. 220.11 degrees Celsius. A. 217.11 degrees Celsius. Number 5. What is the equivalent of 260 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius? A. 125.66 degrees Celsius. B. 126.66 degrees Celsius. C. 127.66 degrees Celsius. And D. 128.66 degrees Celsius. B. 126.66 degrees Celsius. References. Thank you. Good luck. God bless. See you next week.